I had a computer here. This is a Dell Optiplex computer, model number 7050. And my intention was to install the Windows 11 into this computer. Now this particular Optiplex is only 4 years old. It shipped on July 3rd, 2017. And I thought for sure that a 4-year-old machine should be able to run the system, but it doesn't. This particular machine has a 7700 processor, and the oldest it supports from the 7 series is the 7800 processor. And this outrages me. It really does. And I knew this wasn't going to be good from the start, but I tried to go into it with an open mind because that's the intelligent way to function. And I can't take what this is doing. I don't get it. What is the point in making the system requirements so high that probably the majority of the population can't even run the system? What is the point in that? And the irony here is they're obsoleting so many computers that are totally usable still for absolutely no good reason amongst a material shortage. You can't even buy a new computer right now very easily, especially if you're ordering it in bulk in an enterprise situation. You're looking at upwards of a year before you get your equipment, and that's just what's anticipated. Who knows what it's actually going to be? And so they're releasing this Windows 11 thing, and they require the processor to be so astronomically high that the computer has to be more or less, it's got to be less than 4 years old is what it's looking like. And that's absurd. 4 years is not a long time. There's a lot of people that keep computers for 4 years, and especially with how stagnant computer evolution, if you will, has become, 4 years is not a long time. And there is no reason that you shouldn't be able to use a computer purchased in 2017 for the next decade, because the processing power is so high at this point. Even since, let's go back to 2008 when the i7 processor was released. Even then, it still far exceeded what the overwhelming majority of end users are going to do with the computer. And that same i7 processor purchased in 2008 should be completely usable today. It's usable on the Windows 10, and that's going to be supported until 2025. So why in the world can this operation system not support older processors? That's ridiculous. I was done with Microsoft when Windows 10 came out because I thought that system was terrible. It's bloated, it's unstable, it's awful. Terrible system. But the one item I had respect for that system in regards to was the fact that it would install. Whether it would work well or not is irrelevant in this particular context, but it would install on hardware that was 10 years old. And so if that's what you had, oh dear, something just fell. If that's what you had, you could use it. Now, with this stupid thing, you can't even use it. You got to get a new computer, which you can't do because you can't get the material to make the computers. I don't get it. What's the point in this? I've had it with Microsoft. I really have. And I'm not going to use this operating system. Well, I can't. I have something to install it on. This is exactly why. This kind of nonsense is exactly why I have lost so much interest in modern computers because, and when I say modern, I mean like the last decade of computers. Because this stuff, it's just not. It's just not. It doesn't make any sense. It stinks. I can't even. I gotta do another video on the topic and go into it in greater detail. This is just, I'm just making this video because I'm aggravated.